Hello. Today is Tuesday, August 24th, and I'm going to talk to you just a minute about your math lesson for the day, okay? So today what we're doing is lesson 7 on page 13 and 14, okay? It's a review page. It has a lot of things that we've been doing the last couple weeks and that have been reviewed from first grade. So let's look at it, okay? So make sure you put your name and number. We're going to keep our work pages in our workbook, and your teacher will pull them out when they, sorry about that. Your teacher will pull it out when you get back to school. Okay, so let's look at page 13 first. Very first part says count by ones, and we all know how to do that. We know how to count by ones. This one, though, it has an 87 in the middle, so you might have to count backwards and count forwards, right? Part 2, look, there's 2 birds. There's an owl and there's another bird. They're flying at different times of the day, so they have a clock. They want you to tell what time. It says write the time. Then use the pictures, mark the circle to show if it's AM or PM. Think about when it's dark outside, okay? Think about that at a certain time. And then in the daylight, okay? Part 3, they want you to think about even and odd numbers. Circle each fish with an odd number of bubbles. And remember, odd means you can't share one of them. Like if you have 3 things and you were going to share with me, you'd have one thing, I'd have one thing. Can we share that last thing? We can't cut it in half. We couldn't do it. That's an odd number. And our odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay? So think about that. Part 4, you're going to write the number for each word. Okay, like the first one says, what does it say? 15. That's right. So you're going to write in the number 15. All right. Part 5, write the sums. A sum is the answer to an addition problem. So that means you're going to add. And then you're going to circle the 2 combinations, the 2 problems that have doubles. Okay, like 1 and 1, that's a double. 2 and 2, that's a double. 3 plus 3, that's a double. There's 2 of them. That's a hint, okay? Then turn to the other side, and then I'll let you get started. The first part on page 14 is you are going to use the bar graph to tell how many animals. Write the answers below. So you can see down below, they have a box next to the salamander. They want you to count, using the bar graph, how many salamanders they graphed. Okay, let's do the first one together. Okay, they're counting. You always have to notice, what are they counting by? Sometimes it could be 2s, and sometimes it could be 5s, and sometimes it can be 10s. But here, what are they counting by? They're starting at 0, and they go to 8. They're counting by 1s. Very good. So you're going to count and see how many. Go find the salamander bar, okay, and count out and see. And you can also drag your finger down to the very end and go all the way down to the number. And what do you get? What do you find? 5. There's 5 salamanders, so you're going to put a 5 in that box right next to the salamander. Okay? Part 2, you're going to circle the digit in the ones place. Okay? We all know that there's a ones place, there's a tens place, then it keeps on going, a hundreds place, right? Today we're dealing with ones and tens. So they want you to circle the number in the ones place. Like look at the second one, 27. Okay, which one? Would the 2 be in the ones place or the 7 be in the ones place? Yes, the 7, because the 2 is in the tens place, and we don't want to circle that. That's the next direction. Part 3 says circle the digit in the tens place. So in the very first one, 60, would you circle the 0? No, that's the ones place. And it's a 0, but it's not the one, it's not the tens place. What about the 6? Yes, it's 60. Very good. Okay, so circle the digit in the tens place. Step 4, you're going to use the picture of the bugs to solve the story problem. Okay, and I want you very carefully to read that out. Okay, and really think about, well, what are they saying? Then part 5 says mark the circle to show when Freddy Frog caught more flies. Okay, he caught some more flies at the end of the story. They want to know, would that be the AM or the PM? And actually on this one, it probably, depending on what time you're thinking, if I thought, because it says Freddy Frog ate 4 flies Monday morning and 2 flies Monday night. Well, if you think of the nighttime, okay, maybe Freddy the Frog ate some more flies at night at 9 o'clock. Well, at 9 o'clock, it would be PM. But if it was 2 o'clock in the morning, like in the late night, that would be AM. So really, it just varies. If you want to make up a time to show me that you understand what time it would be AM or PM, give me a time, okay? And that's today's math lesson. So you are good to go after you get that done. And I hope you have a great evening, okay? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.